Assalamu alaikum and a good evening to everyone who has joined us from the Middle East region, and a good day to our guests from other parts of the world. Thank you for joining us. This is our sixth online session of International Coaching Week hosted by ICF Oman chapter. I'm Coach Anjana Lumba, Education and Programming Chair of ICF Oman. Please note that this session is being recorded for members who have unfortunately not been able to attend. Before we begin, a quick note on housekeeping. Please keep your mics on mute and post your questions to the chat to be answered later. And by attending this session till the end, you get one resource development CCE, and the certificates will be forwarded to you within 2 weeks. And at the end of the session, a small request to please fill in the feedback form. And now it is my privilege to introduce our speaker for today's session, Coach Fatma Al-Ajmi. Coach Fatma is a passionate educator with a dual role. By day, she is challenging young minds in the classroom as a lecturer. By calling, she empowers individuals to reach their full potential as a certified life coach. She believes clear goals and supportive environment are key to success, both in academics and beyond. As a life coach, she is dedicated to helping individuals achieve their goals and thrive. Her passion lies in empowering others to navigate life's challenges, build resilience, and unlock their full potential. Let us all give Coach Fatma a very warm welcome. You're on mute, Fatma.
Okay, I will share my slide. Thank you a lot. I will share the slides.
So much.
Okay. Wait a minute. Just a moment. Sorry.
That was fine the first time you did it just now.
Yeah.
All good. You need to go to slideshow.
Yes.
Yes, now good. All good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Anjana. Today I'm here as a PR and marketing chair for ICF Oman chapter. Actually, I decided to do this presentation based on my short experience as a marketing chair. I started from January, but actually I started to implement the marketing plans starting from February. So a little bit of my story. ICF Oman chapter helped me a lot to gain my coaching hours. But every time I go to their social media, I was expecting more information, more no acknowledging about us as a coach. I see, no, there is something missing that I don't know what is it. Once I get the rule, I thought it will be very easy. To be honest, it's not easy. It is commitment and dedication. Because I volunteer, I was so dedicated that I will do my role in a best way. And hopefully I'm doing it in a good way. So let's start. If I told you why we are here, because we know it is the International Coaching Week, but there is a theme that we are talking about, DEIB. If I told you DEIB, you can easily read it is diversity, equity, belonging, and inclusion. But what does it mean? We as a coach, when I started to do marketing, I started to think, what should I start marketing about? So that's where I start to say, okay, present of difference. We are different. We are coming from different background. We should honor our differences, but not all of us have the same knowledge. So I started with the ethics. If you go through whatever I posted there, as a marketing team, we posted there, we started with the ethics of ICF the ICF. Most coaches know what is the ethics, but reminding them what the ethics is a good thing to do. It's not a bad thing to do. So that's where I started. That's what it is, DEIB. It is all about how we diversity, equity, and inclusion and belonging of others. When we tell equity, equity is a fair opportunity to everyone. So we have to make sure that we are ensuring every client have the access to everything we have, our support, our opportunity to be there and to be listened and heard. Inclusion, it is about engaging them. And that's what we are trying to do, engaging coaches. It is not only about broadcasting, no. It is also about how we can engage coaches to ICF Oman. Even if they are outside from ICF Oman, we are trying to engage them in our community, in coaching itself. Belonging, how we are feel respected and accepted. Sometimes our our audience need to be respected and accepted. And this is what we'll be talking about today. And it is important to start with self-awareness. We have to continue learn and to continue encourage and reflect on our behavior so that we will learn from what we are doing. And it is always starting with self-awareness. So the rule of communication create belongings. If you are not communicated, you communicate with each other, we don't feel that we belong. And here what's important, here what ICF Oman wanted to present, they want to make coaches feel that they are belong to ICF Oman. That's why we started with communication. So once you communicate, communication is how we feel or how we make people feel. It is not seen, heard, and valued. So it is not only speaking, it's also about how we make people feel, how we make people seen. You need to make them they are seen, they are heard, and they are valued. So when you're talking why communication matter, it matters because nowadays we are in a world where there is a full of noise. We have a lot of a lot in our mind, a lot of communications, a lot of things to remember, and we need to be seen and heard. That's why we need to have words that shape perceptions, that we say that how we see it. This is our perception of things, how we see it, how we influence others. It is directly or indirectly by posting, presenting, doing a marketing, you are influencing others. Also in marketing and PR, we need to have amplified voice. So we need to think in visible matters and what is important, self promotion. Also, we need to share values. Especially we are the coach, we need to share our value, to create connections, to build trust. If we share our value, we'll build trust with customers, with clients, with the audience in our social media. And also the most very important thing is strategic communication, intentional. We need to do it intentional. It is not just about I'm talking. It is about how I align my message with our mission. In Oman, in ICF Oman, we have a mission. How can I align this mission with my marketing, with the communication we are communicating with people, with the platform we are sharing with? It is not easy, especially if you are talking about DIB. It is sometimes challenges. We have a lot of challenge. Maybe we can put them into 4 main challenges. Visible voice. Sometimes there is some category or some group that they are not they are missing from our conversations. We it is not like we are intentionally exclude them, but no, sometimes it is like we miss them out. Like we start to know people feedback, what they want, what they don't want. They talked about, okay, we want Arabic sessions. We include a lot of Arabic session in ICE in the coaching week, International Coaching Week. The first day was 3 sessions with Arabic. Then we have another day with 2 sessions of Arabic sessions, workshops. We include what they request us. We are looking for voices that is not included, and we want to include them. We also consider limited accessibility. We make sure the communication that we are using are accessible for everyone. So we post it in LinkedIn, we keep posting in Instagram, we connect with people, WhatsApp group. So we don't want to make it limit. That's how also you'll present yourself as a coach. Don't limit yourself with like one social media. There are a lot of social media that you can explore. Language that exclude. Sometimes we are like carry with bias, gender. We need to focus what we are posting. Like before we post, we make sure we are not excluding anyone. We are adding some values to everyone. We are clear, consistent. We are diversity. We don't want just to focus on one area. And sometimes we have bias imaginary. So that's why it is important to include some visualization. It is not only about caption. Sometimes caption will not be clear if you don't put a visual. People will be biased with their imaginary, what they mean, what this post mean, what the caption means. So once you put an image, it will make clear for your followers, your clients, your and people that has been followed you, what exactly you mean with your caption. So always remember that communication is not just require a good intention. It is also an active reflection, adoption, and accountability. You have to be accountable. So what is your role as a communicator? You as a coach, you communicate with people. How you can communicate with them? How you can do it? What is your role? First, you are the storyteller of the inclusion. You start with a story. Tell your story. It is not about a good story or no. It is about being authentic, being real to yourself. What is your value? What is your intention? What is your mission? What is your values? What you are trying to do? You have to challenge the bias and also inspire empathy. That's why when we started the social media marketing in ICF, we started with, after ethics, we started with the core competency. Every month we are deducting this month for one core competency. We are explaining it, talking about it, giving a story regarding it, and talking about how it will be different for us. This one to empower coaching with ourselves. You also build a bridge between culture. We tried to build the bridge between cultures. Our followers has been increased not only from other MENA region, from also outside the MENA region, because this bridge. And this is what happened when you start your marketing for you as a coach, you start to build a bridge. Even if you are not a coach, you are in the marketing department, in your own business, it is important to build a bridge between you and other cultures. Make people understand where you are coming from and that you are there for everyone. You are connecting people across all backgrounds, across all the beliefs and identity. You are not only focusing on one area. The last one is amplifying of unrepresented voice, which the people that are neglected or they are not shown in our community. Sometimes we need to show that they are there, they belong to our community. It is not about certain people, especially as we are a coach, we need to know coaching is for everyone. So I need to make sure that I'm not excluding anyone, especially those people that feel that they are not seen. We always should ask ourselves, whose story we are telling? Like if when doing the marketing for ICF Oman, we keep ask whose story we are telling. We are telling the story of the coaches, ICF, how it's happened, or what is our ethics, what is our core competency, whose voice we are centering. We are not centering only the voice of coaches, but also coaches. We are letting them know that they are belong and they are seen and they are heard as well. So also you have to ask yourself, once you start your marketing or branding, ask yourself, I'm using my voice to include or exclude people. What I'm trying to do here, including them or excluding them. Always have a reflect. It is not about I will post today a post and then I will never go and reflect back. It is important to go and reflect what is happening with my post. Including everyone, is there is any feedback that there's someone is not included? When you start to become a communicator, it comes with responsibility. It is not only I am a coach, I am a communicator, I am a marketer. No, it comes with responsibility. And this is what we learned in ICF Oman. All our rules are coming with responsibility, that we are fully aware that this is our rule and we have to do it in a good and in a very respectful way with all ethics. And we have, alhamdulillah, we're trying our best. And I believe that it is shown that we are doing our best. So we have to have the opportunity also. It is not about only responsibility. We use this opportunity coming to us, like the International Coaching Week. It is opportunity to show our coachings. We did a pro bono sessions, go to schools, make coaches in Oman feel that they are belong to us, to ICF Oman, to ICF in general. Also, it is like be more authentic, more like listening to them, to their voice as well. If you are holding a marketing, for example, campaign, you need to listen what people want. It's not about what only the company wants, what your client wants. So that's where we come to strategic communication. A strategic communication an impact. If you don't have a strategic communication, either you are a coach, you are a lecturer, you are a marketing in the marketing department, wherever you are from, if you don't have a strategic communication, there will never be an impact. So they are equal. To have an impact in your marketing campaign, you have to have a strategic communication. So what have we done? We are having clarity. So we know who's our audience. We went beyond coaches. We want to coaches as well. We give them information to know what is our core competency as a coach, what is our ethics. So we are distributing knowledge, not just to be clear for coaches, but also coachee. Then we talk about authenticity. to be true, to show people your values. And this is what we are doing. We show people our value. When we decided that we will make coaches in Oman feel belonged, we apply it. We're trying our best to do it. We want them to feel that they belong to ICF Oman. Intentionally, we have to include inclusive language and visuals. You have to have this intention that you should include language and visual. It is not about only a caption or a language. It's also about visuals. How you can connect with people. You put all different people in your mind. Even we started to do reels. I keep asking coaches to do a short videos. Tell people what is coaching, why we are here. And I believe this has been seen, like a good amount of people has saw what is coaches, why we are here, how we can help them. And it is also, at the end, it is about consistency. So it is not about I will talk and that's it. You have to walk the talk. Once you are talking, you need to do the steps you are talking about. So imagine you will do a good marketing campaign, you will do all the publicity, but then there is no action. What will happen? No one will have the trust in you. That's why we have to have the action. Once we are talking, we are walking as well. It is not about just talking and do broadcast. It is not only about broadcast. Broadcast is easy. But if we don't do an action, we don't make people feel that they belong, then we will not go step forward. We'll always be in the back. Okay, if you're talking about DEIB, what does it mean to have a strategic communication? So it is about audience analysis. So first, as a coach, I need to, or as a marketer, I need to have clear intention and process. So I have to know who's my audience. I understand my audience, who are they, who I'm speaking to. Especially you as a coach, if you are doing your platform, your social media, you need to know who you are talking to, what their values. It is not about only our value, what others value, what are their value, the language, what they want from me. Then we go to the message audit. That's what I tell you previously. It is not about just creating a communication, putting a post, and then do nothing. I have to go back and audit what I'm doing. Is what I'm doing right? Do I have a feedback? Did I ask for a feedback? Do I have any recommendations? And Alhamdulillah, till now, all the feedbacks are coming is a positive feedbacks. That's what make us more encouraging the marketing team that we want, okay, to continue, not to stop. We want to make people that their feedbacks are listened. The challenge, which challenge you are selection, okay? There is a lot of channel in the social media. There is LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. You need to select the best one for yourself. Which platform that you are targeting? It is okay to target 1, 2, 3 platforms, but you need to understand sometimes that some platforms have a different audience. Like we know that our audience in LinkedIn is more to coaches, leaders, managers, but maybe in Instagram, they will be more into coaches, people that want to know about coaches, about coaching, about what is ICF. I had a lot of direct message in our Instagram. What is ICF? How we can be a member? This happened because we are starting to be visible. We are showing people that ICF Oman is something for you. Then the last one is engaging feedback. Don't just speak, listen. We need to listen to people. Actually, what we are doing as a coach, we listen. So once you are working with your marketing strategy platforms, you need to feedbacks. It's not about this is what I think I will do it. It is very important to improve yourself. You need to know what exactly you need to grow. So communication is not just about talking, it is about connecting. If I'm not connecting with people, it will not help. And the connection is not, it is only possible. So connection is only possible if you have the right strategy, you are inclusive, and you are willing to listen. If you are not willing to listen, then you will not have connection with people. So again, if I'm talking about coaching session, that's what we are doing. We are making our client feel that they are seen, heard, and belong. This will happen when we have will to listen to them. So let's talk a little bit about marketing yourself. Tell me what you know about marketing yourself. When you listen to a word, market yourself, what first thing will come in your mind? What is the first thing will come in your mind when I tell you market yourself? You can put it in the chat, but I cannot read the chat. So, Anjina, if possible, you can read it for me. I prefer that you will participate. Okay.
Maybe to be well known in the space or in the
Okay.
surrounding space.
The value, okay. And talk about the value of you offer my audience that I a product. Okay. What else? That you market yourself. Tool, yeah. How can I help you? So usually sometimes when I tell people market yourself, it is like, what you want me to bag people? No, this is not true. This is not true about marketing. Marketing is not about bagging people or asking them to do something or self-promotion. I'm not promoting myself. I am representation to myself. I'm representing myself. How I'm looking in the social media. This is how I look like. So when we do in the team of marketing posts for ICF Oman, we are not self-promoting ICF. We are presenting ICF Oman in the social media. We want to make ICF Oman shown in the market, and that it is part of the ICF. It is not only a group of people who's working alone. Alhamdulillah, last year we took an award for ICF award of excellency, but that award has not been shared with our client, has not been shared. What we did, we don't share. That's why we started, okay, let's do video, let's do post what the old member did, because they did a very good job. But unfortunately, they didn't post it. It is not about we are promoting ourselves or showing people what we are doing. No, it is empowering us. It is presenting us because our story matter. It is we worked hard to present the International Coaching Week. We worked hard to get this award. But we need people also to know that we work hard for it. It is not easy job. It is sometimes we will think no, people are not interested. No, they are interested to know. And that's why we are starting to talk about it, because I was interested to know. I told them my story with ICF. They gave me the chance to finish my credit coaching hours, but I cannot see what they are doing. And I'm sure they are doing a good job because They help me in my coaching careers. So that's why we are trying to show our work. So it is not we are self-promoting ourselves or we want to show up or anything. It is no, we want to present the work we are doing, the hard work that the old member doing and did and what we are doing right now. So what will happen if you don't have visibility? So I am a statistician, I like numbers, that's why I put for you a bit of numbers. If we are a coach and we have all the skills that enable us to be a very good coach, so we have 100 skills, but we are not visible, what will happen? There will not be any opportunities for us. So to have an opportunity, you have to be visible. Maybe you think that you have an opportunity within your small group, have an opportunity with the people you know, the old client, but we always need to grow. It is not only what we have now. We need to think beyond that. We need to think, okay, if we are not visible now, what will happen after 5 years? So we have to start to be visible now with all the skills we have. And mashallah, the coaches in Oman, they have very nice coaching skills. They are good facilitator. They are good trainer. That's why we need them to be visible. That's what our plan in ICF Oman, to make our coach community visible. Because if they are visible, they will have more opportunity to grow. So sorry, I need to drink water. Sorry for that. Okay, when we talk about authentic, what does it mean authentic? Authentic mean to be real, to be who you are, not perfect. We know that there is nothing called perfectionism. There is always 80-20 rule. That's why you don't need to be perfect. You need to be real to yourself. Share your why. When you start your platform, you start your social media marketing, your branding, share your why you are here, why you started. Even for people in the marketing department, it's important to know how to share your company why. Every company have their why they are here, what they are giving to community. Then we need to celebrate our client wins. Maybe we forget to celebrate it, but it is very important to celebrate our client wins. This will help them to feel that they belong. Again, you have to engage, not to broadcast. We're trying our best to engage our client, to engage the coaches, to engage the social media people in our social media, ask them questions, make them feel belong and engaged. So if I told you personal branding, what comes in your mind? Personal branding. When I tell you personal branding, I want you to engage. I'm the only one who's talking. Yeah, I am the marketing, but it is not only me who's talking. Okay? Personal branding, my capability. Okay. My values. Very good. Okay, when I talk about personal brand, I don't mean that you have to build your personal brand. People think that my logo is my brand. It is not about building a personal brand, sorry. It is about talking about what you stand for, your value, exactly. What is my value? What is my capabilities? Sometimes we often say you need to build your brand, but it's not about personal brand. It's more than that. It's more than personal brand. You have to ask yourself before you ask, how do I look to others? Because people think that personal brand will be how I look like, how is my logo look like. But it is actually, you have to ask yourself, what do I stand for? What comes naturally to me? And what kind of impact do I want to make on others? So it is not about beautiful view about yourself. I'm polishing myself and I'm doing some personal branding. I'm putting a crafting on polishing on my self version. No, I have to tell people what is I am standing for. And this worked for us in the ICF Oman. When we start to work with this question, what do we stand for? Ethics, value, core competency. We attract a lot of people. We attract people not from ICF Oman to be part of us. We attract people, not coaches, to be a coach. So this is the kind of question you need to ask yourself before you start your campaign, before you start your marketing advertising, before you start your personal branding itself. Because it is not about the nice vision of myself, how people look at me. I need to take nice photograph. I need to be very nice. No, it is what our value is. So it is about discovering your personal purpose. It is not about the vision, the brand itself. It is about the personal purpose. It is not about the logo. It is about our values, strength, and trust. Who you are and what is your brand originally coming from and what we are talking about. When we are guided with our purpose, what will happen? We are presenting a powerful outcomes. We becoming authentic because we are working with our purpose, with our value, not with our image only. So in personal branding, when we start personal branding, as I say, we first start with our purpose, why we are here. Then we start to use an inclusive language that will include everyone. Share diverse success and story. And this is what we are trying to do. Whenever we have an event, we share this success with our audience. We share this success with our coaches. This is our success. That's what we did. That's what our old board member did. We celebrate our success, our stories. You also, as a coach, you need to celebrate your client wins. It is not about only celebrating our story. Also, we have to be, or every one of us as a coach, as a marketing, we need to have a cultural awareness because, we are in a organization, in a country, in everywhere, in all around the world, that we are not dealing only with Omanis. Even if you are dealing only with Omanis, Oman, mashallah, it have like 11 governance. Every governance has a different culture, different thoughts, different behavior, beliefs. So we need to be very aware of our culture awareness. We have to be sure that we are dealing with people with their perspective, also as how they believe, their values, not only our values, because we know as a coach, every single individual have a different value than what we have. Also, we need to have an accessible content. It's not about only caption. We have to have a visual, real story, voice. We need to have translation. And good thing, even if we are writing with Arabic, now social media like LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram, they are all having an auto translation. So it is making our life as a coach, as a marketing department, much easier. I don't want just to talk. I will give you some facts about how the marketing department changed the ICF social media. So since February, we had a 10% increase in our followers in Instagram. You can see here, I hope I can spot this one. Okay, you can see here the chart how the followers has been increased. There, of course, there will be a decrease, but we also think in a positive way. There is a lot of increase. In one day, we had the 17 followers. Then it coming up, down, up, down. It is moving. Okay, it is not stable. It's moving. But if you look at the percentage, 10.3% increase in our followers. And we are just talking about 2 months or 3 months. So February, March, and April, we are almost in May, which is the International Coaching Week. So I know social media is a little bit not active like before because we are posting about our speakers. We want them to feel belong, that we are focusing on them, and then posting what will come next. If you look on LinkedIn, also there is an increase. Like there is an increase of 53.8% in our followers, new followers. In the last 7 days, this analysis, I took it 2 days ago. Okay, so in the last 7 days, in the last 7 days, we have 53.8 percentage increase in our followers. We have 60% post impression increase in our post impression. As you can see, it is all about increasing, percentages increasing. That's why when I'm talking about marketing, I'm talking about facts. It is not just a word or I'm searching. No, I'm talking here about facts. What worked with us, and we want coaches to gain from our experience to build their own personal purpose. So if you are more visible, you are more relevant and more engaged. That's why we are talking about visibility here. You need to be visible to your audience, to your client, to make people trust you more, to know who you are, what is the purpose, what are the values. I will give you a small activity. It is for 1 minute activity, not more than 1 minute. I want you to write a bio or DEIB intro about yourself, answering the following questions. Who do you serve? So, who do you serve? What value do you bring? How do you create belonging? So, I'll give you 1 minute. So, it is now 49. I'll give you 1 minute to answer the following. Write it in the chat. Who do you serve? And how So I posted this question in the chat. You have 1 minute. Try to write for me a short intro about yourself that present the EIB. So diversity, belongings, inclusive. Who's ever ready? I want to listen from you. I serve everything that's live. I like it, Caroline. You can post in the chat or you can open the mic and speak. I would love to hear your voice. Even if you are not a coach, you are most welcome to write. Who do you serve? I'm sure who's ever here, either in the marketing or selling or sales department or coach.
I think everyone's writing white papers now, Fatma.
Maybe I should ask by names.
It's in the chat.
Okay.
Oh, I love what Elizabeth has written.
As a coach, I serve people who want to grow and feel seen. I bring empathy, clarity, and support to help them find their voice. I create belonging by listening deeply and valuing each person's story. Yeah, this is nice. Every single person will be served. Everybody has a voice, and okay, where is it? And has something unique perceptions. Thank you a lot. We'll continue the presentation, the session, but I'm still looking forward to know what is your DEIB. So I'm still waiting more in the chat. So let's have a quick tips of inclusive communication. When I'm talking about inclusive communication, audit language and visual again. So it is important to have visual review your words, your image, what you are seeing, because it is important to make people feel that they are seen, heard, and respected. If you are not auditing your language and visual, maybe by non-intentionally, you are avoiding someone. You are trying to when you do this audit, what happened? You are trying to avoid the stereotype. Okay, that's why it is important to always audit your language and visuals. Then seek for diverse feedback. Again, this is a quick tip. So you need to seek for diverse feedback. It is not about me and what I'm doing, and I'm sure what I'm doing is right. Don't assume your message will include everyone. You have to involve people.
Sorry to interrupt, Fatima, just sounding the time alarm.
Yes, okay. Thank you. Okay, and always stay curious, because As a coach, we are always curious. We want to know more. So this is also a tip for your inclusivity and inclusive in communication. It is important to be curious and also commit to learn. This is an ongoing work. As a coach, we are always commit to continue learning. It is not about I'm taking my certificate, I take my credential, and I stop learning. No, we are commit to learn. So this is an ongoing process. It is always our self-awareness that we always need to remind ourselves it is an ongoing process. Inclusive communication build trust, and trust build transformation. So to transform where you are and where you want to go, you need to build trust between you and your client, your community, your group of people. And final message for you, your voice build belonging and your marketing shapes a better world. So don't stop and start your marketing campaign, coaches. We need to know more about you. We need to know about coaches. We need to see coaches. And please follow ICF Oman if you are not following us. This RQ code, the code have all our social media and website, and this is our email if you don't have it. So we'll be happy to follow us. And if you want to contact with me, this is my social media. I put you the Instagram and the LinkedIn. And finally, instead of Anjina asking you, I'm asking you to give us your feedback. So this is the link to our feedback. Please scan the code and give us your feedback. And please, Anjina, you can also share it in the chat in case someone is using their phone. Thank you everyone for listening. I tried to give you a little bit of facts, numbers, so to be aware what is the impact of strategic communication. And the floor is yours, Anjana.
Thank you so much, Fatima. Thank you. I hope we have some pictures for our social media. Sorry, you're on mute.
I will stop the sharing.
Can I request everyone to please come on camera? Fatma just said, let's mark it.
Let's mark it, yeah.
Thank you so much. Let us know when we have to smile, Fatima.
Yes. 1, 2, 3.
Are we done?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you a lot.
So much. Thank you. Before we close, I would like to invite President ICF Oman chapter, Carolyn Phillips, to please give a vote of thanks to our speaker and everyone.
Thank you, Anjana. Fatma, what can I say? The passion, the energy, what you're bringing to your role as PR and marketing chair in ICF Oman has come through in the session today. Thank you. Thank you for using this session as an opportunity to provide our participants, provide our members with a rationale of the strategic approach that the PR and marketing team, spearheaded by yourself and supported by the board members, is taking to create that visibility for ICF Oman. I can truly say, and I talk for myself, but I'm pretty sure I talk for a lot of others here, visibility, many of us coaches do not want to do that for ourselves. And thank you for using your voice to encourage us in that whole hard, bold way to start putting ourselves out there and becoming more visible in a strategic way. Anjana, thank you. I know you had a challenging day today. Despite that, you were able to come on and host the session for us. So thank you so much. And most importantly, to each and every one of you here, without your participation, all of these efforts go in vain. So we are truly, on behalf of ICF Oman, truly from our hearts, absolutely appreciative of the way you come and support us by participating and engaging in these sessions. So thank you, everyone, and wish you all a beautiful International Coaching Week ahead, a wonderful evening, morning, night, whatever is coming your way. Thanks again. God bless and stay safe.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Carolyn. We have a next session coming up in just an hour. If you're please able to join, please join. Thank you. Good night. Bye.